everyone, this is Judy here. You're wondering who I am? Well, I'm a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a sister, a former educator, and in my other life, I was a military wife. Retired and enjoying the retirement of my dream of a lifetime on 3 years. And I thought I'd do this because in my previous video, I said that I was always taking from the YouTubers, and it's my turn to try to give back and maybe help some people. I was in education my entire life, and I felt that was my mission, and I helped many, many people, and I changed lives, and it felt so good to help these people. So hopefully this will help you, like it will help me for this 2018, the new year, with new plans and new resolves. So here, let's start. The first thing I want to talk to you about is Hal Elrod's The Miracle Morning. This is a fabulous book, and if you practice Hal Elrod's SAVERS, it's an acronym, SAVERS, it will help you immensely in your life. And some of the things that they start, the first morning routine is for silence. And a silence simply means your prayer, your meditation, if you are a Bible reader, whatever you do to help you to get peace and calm to start your day. The next thing is the A, affirmations. It's very important that you realize if what you think about all the time is what will your life become. And I can attest to this. I had affirmations and realizations for several years, and I am living my dream life with a beach property. Was always my dream, and I was always looking for the positiveness. And I was doing this on a daily basis with visualization, and it came true. So it can happen to you too. So after the affirmations, that's the visualizations, like I was saying, you think about what you were telling yourself, that you are worthy, you are beautiful, you are smart, you have a plan, you can do whatever you set your mind to. And after all these affirmations, and you can come up with some of your own that fit your goals and fit your style, things that you're trying to achieve. Then you have a visualization. You try to play like a little video going through your mind. You're going to do first what it's going to look like. And I can tell you one of my visualizations for one of my goals is to declutter. Decluttering is big now. You can have hundreds of books on it, YouTube's on it, television stations, full of decluttering. Well, what I visualize is my basement and my garage, my closet, my home, just all the things out and only the things that are necessary and that spark joy in my life, as Marie Kondo would say. After the visualization, you have exercise. I know many of you are saying, exercise. Exercise is simply walking for 5 or 10 minutes, and you need different things to help you to achieve your goals as far as it could be 15 minutes a day, whatever fits your lifestyle. It could be lifting small weights to get your strength in your muscles. And you might have many things that help you. I had a Garmin. A lot of people have a Fitbit. Right now I have an Apple Watch that helps me, that keeps track of my steps. Whatever helps you to reach your goals, because without a plan, your goals are just a wish and they'll never come to fruition. So exercise is very important, moving, especially as you're aging, you have to get moving. And after the exercise is reading. You need to read things, whether it be self-improvement books or something on YouTube, things that will bring you improvement in your life, your interests, or whatever helps you to read to help yourself become the best that you can be. The visualization of who you are and the best of whoever you are. Okay, that's all you can ask of yourself. So after the reading, the last thing is the S is scribing or journaling. You need to keep a gratitude. Write it down. You don't need anything fancy. You can have something simply as the marble composition books that you get from the dollar store that you get in September when they have back to school. Or you can go any type of spiral notebook, tablet, anything, to write down what you're grateful for, because it's very, very important. And any other writing that you want to do. For me, I'm going to start keeping a food journal on this. My husband has done it for years. Write down what you eat so you can go, and if you're going to a nutritionist or you're trying to figure out, are you eating healthy? Are you feeling good? You can look at your journal, what you've written, to see if that helps you. So that's one of the things. That's the first thing. The second thing is to eat healthy. I have made a plan that I will only eat fresh fruits, vegetables, whether they be fruits that are frozen or fresh. Doesn't necessarily mean all fresh fruits. And also anything that is not processed, healthy things. And how will I do this? I know it's hard because you're living with other people that may not have your philosophy with food, or may not want to do this. But I want to do it, and I want to get healthy, because I think it all starts with the food that we ingest into our bodies. And so I will eat healthy, and my plan is to go into my pantry when I get back to my other home, and to go through the pantry and to get rid of all the things that are not processed. I will give it to a food bank, or I will donate it, all the things that are not opened or expired, to the church. Someone can use these products. Now, the only downside to this is that maybe the person you're living with doesn't adhere to this, but I think it's up to them. If they want processed foods, for them to get it, and for you to serve these things. And this is what I'm going to do, serve these things, and hopefully maybe their palate will change and they will be eating healthier too. The next thing is, the third thing is relationships. I think that it's very important to have a healthy life, is to have healthy relationships. And it's maybe a little more difficult to have these relationships when people are far away from you. But with YouTube and with Skype and all these devices, we can have these relationships. And my goal is, I have a brother and family in Chicago, a brother and family in Arizona, and a brother and family in California. And my goal is to keep in touch more, to call more, and to just be part of each other's lives more than we are. Because sometimes, we all get caught up in life, and life goes on, and before we know it, and also we have many military friends that we don't see that often, but the relationships are there. And that's one beautiful thing about when you're in the private sector or you're in the military, that this does happen. Talking about relationships, people are far away from you, and like we said, there's many ways to communicate with them and to keep in touch with them. And my friends and my colleagues that I work for with many, many years, I plan to do things, make a date, have a lunch date with friends, make an appointment, put it in your planner, and make sure that you do these things, because it's very important to keep those relationships up. The next thing are the projects, and that's my decluttering. I realized that when we were in the military, we moved all the time. There really wasn't a problem with clutter, because you're getting ready to move, and you don't want to pay for the extra pounds that you're going to be transferring, things that you don't need. So you get rid of a lot. But once we retired from the military after 30 years, and my husband went in the private sector, and we were in a more permanent home, a home that had a basement and a garage, which we weren't used to, guess what? That garage and that basement became the black hole. Wherever we didn't know where to put anything, we put it in the basement. We put it in the garage. And we were there. We've been in this home for 30 years, and it's accumulated. And I have a plan, and my plan is that it didn't happen like this in 1 year or 2 years. And my plan is to declutter and to get rid of this stuff, and to maybe bless someone else with these things. And I realize that it's not going to be easy, because there's a lot of emotional attachment. Even though I've read all of Marie Kondo's books, all the decluttering, clean my space, you name it, I've read it. it's a process. It's a process that you have to go through. And I think that, I will do this. I have a plan for it, and I'll keep you up on the progress that I've made. And the other thing is my YouTube collaboration. This was part of what my giving back was, and I will be collaborating with my granddaughters, Savannah and Lindsay. And both of them are excellent videographers, editors, and so on and so forth. And I'll do some vlogging too, something new to me. So I think it's going to be lots of fun, and hopefully I'll be helping some of you out there to know that there is hope, there is a plan, you can do this. And the last thing are routines. I think routines are very important in life, the building blocks of your habits. And like I said, I follow the Fly Lady, Marla Silly. I've read both her books, Sync Reflections and Decluttering to Chaos in 31 Baby Steps. And her definition of chaos is can't have anyone over syndromes. And besides this, I have friends that, you can walk into their house any time, day or night, and their houses are nothing seems ever to be out of place. Everything seems to be perfect. But I studied them, and I found out that they have routines. They do things on certain days. And if you want to have a system, the Fly Lady system is an excellent way to start. Or I'm sure you have routines. If you talk to anybody, they have some routines that they follow. And it just helps to have some control in your life. When you have control in your life, you're at peace. You're not overwhelmed. You're not full of stress. And it's just a wonderful feeling to be at peace and to be in control. So anyway, some of the things that have helped me, like I said, The Miracle Morning, excellent, by Hal Elrod, Elrod. You can get it on Amazon. And I did a lot. Last year I did my bullet journaling. I love to bullet journal, but I found for me that I was spending a lot of time in the process of making it pretty. And it doesn't have to be expensive. I got this at the dollar store, $1, and I put tape around it, and I cut off a ribbon. And I do have it beginning January. Okay, and here I have my savers. Every time I do them, I'll check them off. And here's some of the months that I had before, my October, how I did them, the months and so on. And it was lots of fun, and I may continue. I haven't really made a decision on that. The thing that I really absolutely love is my Erin Condren Life Planner. And it's on the glow, Life Planner, and it's just beautiful. You can see it's black leather with gold leaves on it. And I love it because she has all these neat sayings in them, and one of them, do all that you can and all that you thought you could not do. A little progress each day adds up to big results. And here it is, like this, and then the calendar's in the back, and then it has a daily. You can write and find out what your things, and don't call it a dream, call it a plan, which is exactly what I think. You have to do that. And the thing that I love best is on the last page, it says your best accomplishment isn't that you finished, it's that you had the courage to start. So with that, I hope this helps someone. I'll keep you abreast on my progress. And I want you to remember some things. First of all, I want you to remember that all things are possible with God. The next thing I want you to remember is that you are loved. We love you, God loves you, and you will be able to accomplish whatever you set your goals for. And remember to live your dream, because I am living my dream. Love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.